Welcome to my cruise, trying not to be showy. I got to pay my dues to keep my jalopy. If we get the views, the shots will be flowy. We will try to amuse so it doesn't floppy. You got to see the twos, the Mando and Stormy.
You can see it on here. You can see it vibrating on the cables. Everything else looks odd here. The fin itself, you can see that fin going crazy over here. Actually, you can see it from here. I could see it by my eye. I'm not sure if you could see it by the in the camera. And this side, much less so. But then you go to the right, it seems to be a lot worse. It's a rainy day, so what better day to work on the engine mount, right? So working on the right side, the passenger side engine mount. You already placed in the rear engine mount, and some of the shaking still persists. I'm going to run a torque test on it afterwards to see how well it's moving. But originally, the engine just bounced up and down. So hopefully that rear engine mount is actually solving that part of the problem. But it's really shaky. So it previously, probably about 10 years ago, maybe less than that. Supposedly there was looking at the records, the front engine mount was replaced. So now I'm working the passenger side, so at this point there'll be 3 of the engine mounts replaced, and hopefully that resolves the shakiness, so I don't have to adjust the 4th engine mount. Alright, so there's the engine mount we're trying to replace right over, if you can see it, trying to shine a light on it properly. So there. And you can see there's, on top of it, there's this piece here, that piece that needs to be removed, the stay, that's there. It's also, we got to move this piece out of the way so we have access to it, which is I believe that's the cruise control and connection to the throttle. And then to get to that, we got to take this piece off. So let's do it. See over here. You can take out this screw here, or this bolt here, and one here to get this thing removed out of the way. Yeah. There we go. Now this should come off. It's loosened. I'm not sure we can get out of the way though. Pretty far because it looks like it's got that much slack. Oh, there it goes. It moves. I do have a lot of slack. So you can see what's inside of there. Now that's out of the way. I have direct access now. This side for now. All right. So that's the bolt that I had for this one. And then get the nut off here. There we go, I think I got it. Because I smacked my hand. There you go, their piece is off. shake test. So now, I got that extra jack stand just in case anything happens. And I got 3 jack stands there. One's a safety, and then this one's jacking, holding up the oil pan to give it a little pressure so I can hold it up while I take the screws out. So first thing is just to loosen the bolts, and that's how I try to do with the camera in my hand. All right, this time it's much longer. That should work. It's a 14 millimeter. So let's see if this works now. All right, that's in. That one turned. Okay, we're good with that one. I think. I'm not sure the re-screwing back one's good. Oh, they came out. And that's the first one. Okay, there's the first bolt. Yeah, bolt here. So we're supposed to I don't know why it's so hard. Why this one's so hard versus the other ones wasn't nearly as hard as this one. There we go. That might have got it. Finally. Whew. In fact, I don't think I need this thing anymore. Let me take this off. Actually, it might be easier. Oops. You would think. Oh, yeah, it was off. All right, so we're good. We'll get those off. All right, now the bottom ones are all off. Now let's go get the top one off. Yep, got it out. Nice and loose, easy to get out. There's the bolt. To take off the piece that's like this over here, you just put the 2 bolts, the nuts on top of it. And now you can unscrew the bottom one. It'll take the whole thing out with it. So it's hard to do it while I'm holding it here, but I'll hold on for a second. So now I could actually just lefty-loosey. See, it takes the whole thing with it. So that should be voila. It's up. Now that can be put onto the other one, the new one. All right, let's get this thing back in there. Drop this back in that hole, in that location. It's back in. As you see, I put that piece back on the top too. See, as you can see there, the threaded bolt or the threaded screw part. I don't know what you call that. Then let's put the through bolt back in. Well, That was easy. That's as much as I can get by hand. That's pretty much all the way in. That's great. For any reason I think they're different. I didn't test that, but I think the same as the other side of it, which I did put them on, so. I could test it on the other side, but I already know this will fit easily. I think it's on. Just double check one more time. Okay. That's good. Tight enough. This piece fits actually really nicely in there. It didn't quite line up perfectly until everything was tightened up nice and good. That fits exactly in the right spot. So we'll put this on here. Goes in there. All right, now this top one, you gotta have the deep socket, otherwise it doesn't reach. It's hard actually to get it on there otherwise. There it is. So first thing I could lower that, which I've already started, which is lowering this off of the engine to relieve the pressure off the engine because I don't have to support that anymore. Steering wheel doesn't bounce anymore. Mirror stable. Mirror stable. He's not moving. What else did I see that was vibrating? He's not moving. The post isn't moving. Still feels some vibration in it, but it's not moving any. I guess the only other thing was then up here. I don't feel the vibration that I felt before. Still hear the noise though, and I still think there's a little bit of vibration left. That's probably from the left mount that we haven't changed yet. All right, look at this. No vibrations. So quiet compared to what it was before. Look at that, thing's not moving. The car's on. Let's look at the steering wheel. Back up a little bit. Oops, no, I'm too close. Ah, wrong way. All right, look at that. Not moving. Not sure you can tell it's not moving, but and I can feel it. I mean, you get the regular vibration of the car, but very minimal. I'd say it's so much better. There is a tiny bit, but when I'm compared to before, I would guess that's probably just the last mount that I didn't replace. But that's such a minimal amount. Maybe one day I'll replace that one as well.